Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to get Dom on here. Hang on. Here we go. Nope. Dom's coming. How y'all doing? All right. Dom has been invited. Let's see if I did that right. Here we go. Hi. How are you?
Kat.
Long time no see, man. How you doing?
Right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Life has been full on as of late. How about you?
Oh shit, man. Life has been full on as of late for me too. Actually, I'm out in Newfoundland.
Yeah, you
I'm
were
doing
saying you're shooting something. Are you
I'm
allowed to
shooting
say what
a
it is and stuff?
Christmas movie, my friend.
Hey.
It's all Christmas all the time in my life. But yeah, so I've been here for about 2 weeks, and Ray and Ronan were with me for the first like 10 days. They just left. And I've got 2 more weeks and never been to Newfoundland. Have you ever been to Newfoundland before?
No, and I've really wanted to go.
I think you would really like it here.
Yeah, it's definitely on my list, on my bucket list, but I haven't got there yet. So how long, so you've been out there, so it's quite a long shoot then, is it?
Well, it's not. We pushed a week. So I literally got on a plane with the whole crew and all the stuff. And then we landed and we found out that we had pushed a week. So rather than going home, anyways, long story short, we ended up staying. So we had just like a week of touring around, but we're like a month too early. So it's cold. It is cold. Like there's no leaves on the trees yet. It's cold.
Wow. Okay.
Feels about March.
Okay.
So, and it's windy and it's the people are, I mean, it's all the things you hear. The people are amazing. The vibe is amazing. You would love it because there's so much like music and art and really cool, just storytellers. Just storytellers live here. And all the crew, like we're shooting this scene last night. And it's a song, you know, and the movie, and it's got the tree, and everybody's singing, and we didn't have the background performers that they thought they would have. So the crew starts jumping in. I'm not even kidding. Like they're handing out candles. Everyone's getting a candle. We've got like the makeup artist and the hair artist. They're singing away. The transport guys are in there.
Amazing. All hands on deck.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're having a really, really good time, but it is cold. It's cold. It feels like March.
And at this
time
of year, we're like ready for some sun and ready for some warmth, right?
Totally. Yeah. So that's what's going on. How are you doing? What's going on for you? Are you home?
I'm home. I'm in my office now. I have an office, Kat, which is very exciting. But I have had just like the worst luck with discovering what they call in French a vis caché. And that basically means like a hidden defect in the house that the old owners hid, and then we have uncovered. So it's an adventure. I'm on the phone with the lawyers. I'm like, it's basically a whole like massive flood in my basement, and like all of the water. I went downstairs just before leaving for my trip and like walked into the basement and was like, oh my God, there's a swimming pool in my basement that I did not realize I was going to get with the house.
Oh no.
And so it's just been like, it's been a lot of stress and figuring out like, you know, all the different steps that one has to go through when it comes to that stuff. And I think it's interesting you're talking about the weather and like how much I'm sort of like holding on to just like spring and summer and like that, the shift in temperature, because it's like.
And did it come with like all the snow melting? Well, because I know you have a stream close by too.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a combination, but mainly it was all the snow melting all in one go, right? So it just like all came in house. But all that to say that I'm feeling hopeful because of the change of season, because the outside is transforming.
Yeah.
The buds are coming on the trees. I still feel like it's my dream place.
Yeah.
There just needs to be certain steps taken in order to rectify the problem. But in a way, thank goodness it came out now, so that I can just like fix the issue, fix the problem, and then I love how we're just having a catch up.
Yeah, we're so.
Hello
everyone.
So, like, I appreciate it. Just, like, Kat and I did not jump on beforehand to have a catch up, so it's been a second. But yes, that is the adventures of being a homeowner, I guess, and also it's a process to kind of get all of those things sorted, so that then hopefully I can just enjoy, you know, the space and the summer.
Totally.
And
the basement is like a livable space. It's not like it's an unfinished, more of like
oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's brutal.
It is what it is. Yeah. It's just more like I'm really rubbish at like dealing with lawyers and paperwork and all of that stuff. It's not my jam. And so it's making sure, and it's all in French. And I'm so it's like grown-upping times 2.
Oh no, because you're having to translate everything and be like, Mom, what does this mean?
All these big long words that you don't use in everyday vocabulary, so you're just like, woo. But it will get sorted, and I'm glad in a way that it's come about now, because the cheeky buggers, they had put like slats of wood like halfway up the wall, and I was like, that's an interesting choice. Like, I wonder why they did that. And in taking the wood down, there was just like black mold.
Oh no, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Dom, I'm so sorry.
But anyway, it'll all get resolved and it'll all be good. And it's just part of the journey. And I still believe that I chose the right place, even though it's not what you want to discover. It's just a blip along the journey.
Yeah, and you'll get it sorted. I mean, like you said, the good thing is you haven't been living with that very hazardous, you know what I mean? You could have gone
there for a year later and being like, oh, I'm breathing in black mold. Like, that's not what you need in life. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Well,
other than that, it's all good.
Other than that, things are good. Oh man.
Yeah, but no, feeling very grateful for summer coming, and I understand that feeling of like, I can't imagine that Newfoundland is still not sunny. It's like, oh gosh. I mean, even here, right? Even in Toronto, I imagine same thing. It's only just come around.
Well, before I left, it was quite warm. Like, we had a big heat wave, and everything bloomed.
Wow.
Probably a couple weeks before I left. And it's nice there, like seeing pictures of home. Everything's so green, and everything here is just like, I don't even know if you can see it, but it's just like that.
It's great.
It's been like that for 2 weeks. I mean, we've had some days of sun, but it's been pretty. I said so all the houses here are painted different colors, and I thought that it was to like give you hope because everything's so bleak, but apparently then somebody told me it was so that the drunk sailors could find their way home. So it would be more obvious which house was there. I don't know. I don't even know.
Probably both is true on some level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, no, but it's for what it lacks in nice weather, it definitely makes up for in the people. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. I guess in a way you wouldn't really be able to film a Christmas movie if it was green and blossoming everywhere.
This is the other thing. Yeah, right. This is the other thing. Like last night, they were also something I'd never seen. They were using snow blowers. They got ice from like the fish plants, because obviously that's a plentiful thing here. So they got these huge containers of chipped ice, and they were using snow blowers and like blowing. It's really quite amazing how innovative people can get. But now that I've done so many Christmas movies, it's very interesting to see the different levels of wizardry that go into the snow.
Right.
And like when I was the movie that I directed was a Christmas movie, and when I was working on that, it was like everything had to be designed around how many snow blankets we could get, and I could only shoot certain ways because I only had so much snow in each location. Yeah, it was really interesting. So it's just very, and here they're using like this real ice because they can get it, and it's not. I mean, it's a huge bit of labor to get it like spread over huge. Anyways, I'm always fascinated by what crews can do.
Oh my gosh,
and just the innovation, and yeah. So I'm always so impressed with like just the creativity.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have that problem in Calgary. Lack of snow, did we?
No,
not once.
No. I don't remember anyone laying down a snow blanket in Calgary.
Ample amounts of snow. Oh, all right, my love. Okay, so
should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. And maybe you want to explain.
Yes, what we're doing here. Mm-hmm. So, hello everybody. Welcome to our second Streamly hang. Dom and I had some photos that I think last time we ran out of photos, maybe when we were signing together or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got them. I've signed on my half. I've sent them to Dom. Now Dom's gonna sign while we chat. Exactly. And that's what we're doing here.
So the pressure's on me to get this right whilst we actually
and making sure. But I think some questions.
Yeah, and I think I've got them in order.
Okay. Oh, good. So, okay. Wow. On you.
I know. Look at me go. Yeah. I prepped and everything.
You're so prepped.
So the first person we have here is Peggy. I need to pick my pen color, and I actually have pens that work this time.
Oh my gosh! See, second time around.
Listen,
second time around.
Pro, absolute pro.
Somebody's asking if it's going to be 5 hours again. We're aiming for no.
We're aiming for no. We did an estimation, but this is how many we have to get through.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good.
So Peggy has asked to write or paint something sweet from your heart. So Kat wrote, Peggy, thank you for being a part of the incredible Eartha family. And I've got a little bit of space here, so I'm just going to put Peggy in theme with that. I'm going to put E for L, love. See if I can fit it in here. PC on.
I've got some questions.
There we go, my love. That's for you. Heading your way soon. All right. Jen and Brandy. Okay, so Jen and Brandy. And Kat has written here, congrats on your upcoming top surgery and living authentically for who you are. And I'm going to do a shout out and just say congratulations. That is so cool. And I hope that the healing journey goes well and that every day you feel more and more into your authenticity. And it starts this next chapter on a really beautiful, honest, authentic note. And I'm going to write right here, Jen and Brandy.
Jen and Brandy. Shall I read some questions, Dom, while you're doing that? Or is
Do
it too much to hop? Okay. First question. Will there be a season 5 of Winona Earp? We don't know. Not that we have heard of. But it would be nice. I know all of us are very interested in continuing the story. So
fingers crossed.
Stay tuned. What's that?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers
Still
crossed.
keeping fingers crossed.
But nothing we have heard, but fingers crossed. I know that we would all really, really like to do it. So fingers crossed. How are you guys? I feel like we have done that one. We are both updated. Let's see.
Okay, so wait a second. I've got thought bubbles. Dom, please write feeling thirsty in Waverly's, and Kat, please write feeling hungry in Nicole's.
Did I write feeling hungry? Why does that not ring a bell?
You said feeling hungry, I need a snack.
I did?
And then you
Wow,
wrote,
I have like no memory, and I only did this a couple weeks ago.
and then you said, this will do just fine. What is this picture, just for context? Excellent. And I'm going to put, so you put feeling hungry. Wait, so I need to put feeling thirsty. Sorry, this is going to take more than 5 hours if I don't get my shit together. Okay, so feeling thirsty.
Are you and Dom ever going to do a movie together? It would be great. I would love to. Dom, are you interested in doing more movies?
100%.
Yeah?
I would do a movie with you. Yes.
Then yes, one day the universe will conspire. I would love to do a movie together. Like even completely different characters.
Different characters. That would
so
be
fun.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just totally out of context. Something, who knows what that would look like. But I'm so down.
Oh, I'm so down. That would be really fun. It would be quite fun to work with the whole crew again and do like completely even unrelated.
Right.
I wonder if it would be weird though. Playing
different characters, like
not
we'd slip into our old characters by accident, kind of thing, in the relationships.
Did you see that? I just completely dropped
water all down you.
Dumped my water out completely.
Well, perfect.
Okay.
Feeling thirsty.
Let's see. A buddy cop movie. That would be fun.
Okay.
What kind of character have you always wanted to play, Dom?
Good question. I feel like right now I'm just really like wanting to call in some really awesome non-binary characters that are just like really badass and like rooted in themselves.
Yeah.
And, like confident. Like I think I often play the
more the frantic energy. Yeah.
And it would be cool to kind of just play more of like a.
There you go. Nice.
There we go. Okay. How about yourself?
What would I like to play right now? I mean, I'm still like I want to play a villain. I feel like a broken record, but it just hasn't happened yet. Not my time yet, I guess. But still, I really want to play a villain.
Yeah.
I really would like to do more of that.
I'm just having a flash of when you were Eve, and that like grabbing of my hair. I think you were grabbing my hair. That was dope.
What was that? When did I grab your hair?
Like, I think like we were going across the big open outside.
Yeah. It was that was my birthday that we shot that.
This is for Robin. Thank you so much, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Where you go, I go.
Beautiful.
Say that again, love. What did you say, sorry?
That was my birthday that we shot that. I remember because it was really, I mean, gosh, broken record, really, really cold. But it was February 12th we shot that. I don't remember what year, but February 12th.
That's cool. I remember it was really cold. I remember that like particularly. This one's to Vivian. Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you, Vivian. Oh man, somebody dropped a great joke in here. So they said last time you guys were looking for jokes. So here goes. What's a whale without undies?
I don't know, Kat. Tell me, what is a whale without undies?
A free willy.
That's good. That's way better than the leak joke, let's be honest.
I still did not understand that.
I know, Kat.
Retrospectively, it was explained to me.
And
now you have a leak in your basement.
Genuinely, yes, exactly. Okay, this is to Eric. Hope you're doing well, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
But you're like honey mustard. I want to spread you all over a pretzel. An excellent moment. I'm going to put Eric.
I loved that scene. That scene's got a lot of underrated lines.
Oh, so good.
I feel like Jan Arden, wouldn't it be great if Jan Arden came to a con?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't already.
Yeah, I know. I am too, actually. I feel like she would rock it and actually really like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
She's so good with just like meeting people in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
we should try and make that happen. It would be lovely to see her as well. I mean, she's been touring and super duper busy from my understanding, like last I heard from her.
Yeah. I believe so, yeah. Does she have a new album out? Is that what she's touring?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have to go check that out.
What was my line about Pikachu? Do you remember?
Oh.
Obviously, it was like, rest in
Why
peace,
should you
Pikachu.
never shower with a Pokemon? Because they'll Pikachu?
You just went for a random joke. I was looking
Is
at
that
my,
not it?
my lines, so that's brilliant.
Oh, that's the
Keep
joke
the
I
jokes
know about
coming.
Pikachus.
Okay, I haven't got room. Well, I'm just gonna do. There we go. I'm gonna just do one, a sweet little for Eric, because I don't have much space. So let's not overcomplicate. But if anybody knows the
When will
Pikachu,
tickets for the Brighton concert go live? Are you doing a concert?
unfortunately, we have had to cancel that show. So yes, unfortunately, folks, that is no longer happening. This is to Eric. Cheers, quiz. We've got a little bit of a pretzel line coming your way. Yeah, so that's not, but I am going to be doing a concert at EDE.
I have heard about this concert. That's exciting. I can't wait to see it.
You're going to come watch?
Of course I'm going to come watch. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
Can I? Is that okay?
100%, but only, like, you know how the days can be. I don't want you to push yourself.
No. I wouldn't miss that though.
See how
That's like
you feel when it comes to it.
Are you performing with other people?
Yes, I am. 2 people. Did you ever meet the person? Well, not meet, but did you ever see? You know, Taliana has the flu. Bassist. That anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, she works with him, and so I'm going to. He's going to be there, and also his girlfriend's going to be there. So there should be 3 of us, which is quite cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. And is this all your original music? Are you going to do covers, or like what's the deal?
I think it's going to be like probably 80% of my original music, and maybe
That's
like
amazing.
a couple of covers, even not couples, covers. Yes, but to be discovered, really. It's going to be a lot of the music that is going to be in the movie that I'm writing. I'm going to be
nice.
practicing the songs at the same time, because that is in the works and seems to be heading in the right direction. So that's going to be like a good opportunity to like work the music, get that ready, share some of the music so that people can kind of get a glimpse of what is going to come in the movie.
So is the music reflective of the story of the movie, or is it like underscoring the movie? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it like once where they're singing in the movie?
Oh, right. Both. So like the music's going to be like a huge theme that's going to run through. So like all of the music will be original and have like, as the characters are experiencing their thing, there'll be like music that, correlates in the background, and sometimes it's going to just be, in the background. And then there's also both main characters are also musicians.
Oh, cool.
There's going to be like a few live songs throughout the film. Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. Good for you. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Also, there's people I saw earlier. What convention are you doing that as? Because some people thought it was in Manchester.
Definitely in Manchester. I say EDE because I'm rubbish at remembering all of the names. Sorry. Fusion? Fusion.
Yes, Fusion.
Yeah, in Manchester. Apologies, folks. Yes, it will be in the UK, in Manchester, I think on the Saturday evening, if I'm right in saying, from like 8 till 9 something, I believe.
Sweet.
Or 8, something like that. In the evening on Saturday.
In the evening. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Saturday evening. Oops. All right.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got. Question-wise here. Let me delete the one ones we've already answered. Oops.
I say I've got hands that work, but they're already running low. Laura and Anna. Hello, Laura and Anna. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. Laura and Anna have also asked for where I go. Where you go, I go. And I am just signing next to your little piece here. That's coming your way.
There we go. Plug my phone in. There's another question here. Do you think Nicole and Waverly would be truly happy staying in purgatory for the rest of their lives? This is a great question that I've thought a lot about too. What do you think?
I'm going to let you answer first, Kat, because I'm not very good at multitasking and I'm not getting very far with these.
You sign. My like gut instinct is no. I don't think they would be happy. Oh, who's that one for?
This is for Chance. Which is such a cool name. I'm like, Chance? That's such a cool name.
That is a cool name.
Anyway, yeah, so carry on, please.
Oh, I was just saying, no, I don't think they would be truly happy forever in purgatory. I think it's gonna get old.
They're adventurous little souls.
Adventurous people, yeah, and
them.
I don't think after a while, I think it's gonna wear on them. I think they think so now, like the last time we saw them, but I think that's gonna change, and I think they're gonna want to get out.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
I would agree with that. And I feel like knowing how Winona, like knowing the world of Winona, something's going to happen. There's going to be a clause somewhere in the, you know, in the mythology where they have to leave or something for some reason. They have to go on a quest. I can't imagine they would stay forever. Stick around. Yeah.
No, definitely not. I don't think so either. No, it would be very hard. I mean, I often think about, especially when you go to remote places and you're driving around and just think, oh my gosh, the people who first came here, you know, 150 years ago, and they were like, okay, here you go. This is your life now. See you later. Whoa, like off the boat, and then that's just where you are, and you're completely stuck. I just can't imagine how that would feel.
Right.
Yeah. But I guess, I don't know, we have such a different world now. We're so aware of other things that are available.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find, something else.
I promise to stand beside you as equals for the rest of our lives. There we go. This is for Zan, another cool name. Thank you so much, Zan. We both put our wedding barrels on that one for you because they're so beautiful. So many cool names. Now, Kate.
So many cool names. This is a great question. What was the first album you bought as a kid?
Ooh, that we bought?
Or maybe that you remember having or was purchased for you?
One of my first albums that I remember, I think I bought it, but I'm also like, did I get it in my stocking? Because I was so excited, but it was Alicia Keys. Wait, but then that would have been older than the Spice Girls. It was probably the Spice Girls, wasn't it? Let's be honest, back in the day. But there was like the first memory I have of like loving and like having a CD that just was played over and over and over again. And I used to take it to my like mum's like friend's house, or like whenever we'd go for a party, and I would be like, "Can I put on my CD?" You know, like that.
My gosh,
those days
that's
when you like bring a CD. Was Alicia Keys' first ever album. How about yourself?
Oh, it was Alicia Keys first. I saw Alicia Keys in concert, very impromptu. I got offered tickets and I was blown away. Have you ever seen her perform?
I saw one of her. That was one of the first concerts I ever saw.
Oh,
when it was like
unbelievable.
her first album, and she just had like her and then a grand piano in the space, and that was it.
That's it.
It was such a small venue, and I was just like this little Dom, just
wow,
blown away. When did you see her?
I saw her at the huge arena, so I don't remember when, but it was like I was in college, so like I was early 20s. And she did the grand piano thing, but she had a bigger show, and it was at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. You know, like the big arena. It's like a big stadium downtown. And she played the piano. I remember she was laying down on her back playing the piano, like so. I can't even quite figure it out. Like I guess like it's upside down and backwards. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she's
lying down and backwards.
Yeah, because she's like laying on the piano and then has her hands over her head.
No.
So technically, like the right hand is still playing the right hand, but it's playing off it. Like whatever the pinky should be hitting, the thumb has to hit.
No way. That's like,
yes. Yeah, I'll find you a picture. I mean, I'm
incredible.
sure there's pictures of her doing this, but
Wow.
yeah, she was incredible, absolutely incredible. And I was like like I knew her music and I was a fan, but I became like I really it converted me much more to her music after that, because I was just
Deep
like
respect just for the
blown
level
away.
of talent.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah,
Yeah, totally.
unbelievable, so funny. You know, I had the Spice Girls albums. I had 2 of them on tape,
Me too.
on cassette tape. You too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I bought the albums, even though you have them on cassette tape, but you're like, no, I want the album.
I have to. I actually still have, I think I still have them. I found a box at my folks' house not too long ago that had were you ever into Sailor Moon? No, okay, so it's like this anime show, super popular. I loved it. And
yeah, no, I remember that you had mentioned Sailor Moon quite a few times.
Yeah, it's come up at like cons and stuff before.
Yeah.
But I just found a box with my little Sailor Moon dolls. It was like a time capsule. So I had, and this will probably ring some bells for you, I had one of those Starbucks wrapper like chokers.
Oh my God.
Right?
You mean like the one when you say Starbucks, what do you mean?
So not Starbucks, Starburst. Did you ever make those? So you would get the Starburst, they're the little chewy candies. They come in squares and they're individually wrapped.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is just
sorry.
Starburst. Yeah. So you would take the wrappers after and you would like fold them in such a way to make them links.
No.
And you would make like a chain of these wrappers.
How did I miss this fashion
I don't know.
moment?
Maybe you didn't make it over the pond, but it was like a huge thing. And you would just load up on candy just so you could get the wrappers. That and
That's incredible.
And a little, do you remember when it's kind of like come back now, but it was like a little photo frame and it was like a flower and you would put a small circular picture in the center of the flower, and then it had a little stem and it would have 2 leaves, and usually one of the leaves was like a green feather.
Okay,
No? Okay. I have to send you a picture of this. It was so that phase of my life.
That's amazing.
What else? Oh my God.
And you just put like, I know the things that be like a flower, and you put the picture behind of like, yeah. But what was the thing? What's the specificity around the feather? It's just that that's all the ones that you had.
It's just like you get them lined up at like I don't think you guys have Claire's or Ardeen in the States, but do you know the store I'm talking about?
Claire's, yeah. Claire's Accessories.
It's like a accessory store. Yeah, so you would get them and they'd all be lined up in this shop, just like 50 of them. They'd be like these little, I don't know, it's so nostalgic for me. The aesthetic of it and the little flower, and it's just so nostalgic. Anyways, I'm going on and on, but I found this box with all these, it was like a time capsule.
No, those are like some of the most important things, you know, when you uncover like moments from your past and you're just like, oh my God, this, like the Tamagotchi or the like things that you did when you were a kid that you like, Okay, so I'm going to just go through a few here right now so I can put them in our done pile. So we have Jean, who gave us our Tomboy X underwear last time. Thank you so much, Jean. Appreciate you. Jasmine here. Jasmine Grace. Jasmine Grace. This one's for you. Coming your way. And we have Tia. This is for Tia.
Tia.
There we go. And then, last but not least, of this thing, I just didn't want to interrupt your story. This is Cage. So, Cage, this is coming for you, my dear. They are now not in order, but what can you do? That is all good. Okay.
Man, there's a lot of good questions. Oh, this is interesting. If there was a movie of your life, what genre would it be and who would play you? That's a good question.
This one's for Courtney. Coming to you, my dear. What is that noise? Okay,
I know that's a big question for you to think of while you're signing stuff. I'll riff on that for a bit. That's like a really
amazing
thinker.
Sweet.
There could be a movie of my life. I would love to see a movie made that's like a magical realism movie where all my inner thoughts play out, but then we snap back to reality and it's not the same. So it's a movie that like what goes on in your head versus what's actually happening. I think that's more of a storytelling device than a movie. I don't think my life is interesting enough for a movie, but if we had to tell it in an interesting way to make it more interesting,
you don't think your life is interesting enough for a movie, Kat? Come on.
No, it's really like, I mean, maybe some of like all the cool things that have happened with ERP and traveling and like some really amazing experience because of work. That's like, other than that, I feel very fortunate to have kind of just like a pretty standard family life. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just like, I'm trying to think like I've been very fortunate not to have like, you know, a terrible disaster or like I just feel so fortunate that like I like normal in a great way.
Beautiful. So it wouldn't be a drama. It would be
it would be a quirky rom-com where the thoughts in Kat's head play out in various animated musical numbers and then we pop back to reality.
I love it.
Who would be your all-time favorite actor or actress to work with?
Not sure who this is going. Who this one is going to, but it's KD89 is the number. We have Daisy here, who is just thank you for your support, Daisy. And then we have Jane here, who, yes, you've added Kat on your side. Thank you for being a Way Hot fan. And I've added my signature. So thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you. Oh, this is a good question. This is a good one. If time travel was possible, would you go back in time or visit the future?
Gosh. I think I would go, this is a me answer, but it's the truth. I think I'd probably go forward.
Really?
Wait, would I?
Get rid of
my instant reaction was maybe I would go forward to see like where we're headed in terms of climate change, in terms of the world, that would either give me hope that we are like heading towards something good and ease my anxiety, or give me like a big wake up of like, okay, then we have no, like, let's go, let's double down extra hard on planting the seeds now that will hopefully take us in a different direction to where we would have been heading. But do you think it's the thing where, like, if you go into the future, it's going to be like that no matter what you do? Or is it like you can then change the course of things to then, like, that's the question, isn't it? And I guess you would never know. I guess you would just never know.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to live with that turmoil of being like, this is where
we're heading.
And that's the other thing. There's a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't want to know about going into the future. Like, I wouldn't really want to know, like, about my life, because then it will, everything that you do, every choice that you make, you're like, you already know what's coming.
You know what's coming. Well, what if you could go into the future and just like take a bird's eye view of the world, but not maybe specifically your own life? Like, you could kind of fly over it. You take that?
I think so.
I don't know, man. I'm in like a pretty bleak way of thinking about the future right now, and I really don't want to be, but I'm in a place where I don't feel a lot of hope for the future, and it's a very scary thought for me.
Yeah, I know. I feel you there.
Yeah, and like I just feel, and I don't want to feel that way at all, but it's just like I have so much anxiety around the type of world that I could get into it, but I won't. But I don't know. I think I'd be too afraid to go to the future, which I think says a lot about our world, which is really unfortunate. I think I'd want to go to the past.
Where would you go? The past would be cool too.
Just would be cool.
Kind of, yeah.
Where would I go? That's a great question.
Like what period? You know, what era? Jess and Amanda.
I'd like to go back
to you. Thank you so much, Jess and Amanda.
Hey, Jess. I think I'd like to go back to the Roman Empire. I think it'd be interesting. I don't think it would be great. It would just be really interesting. Like, I don't think I'd want to live there.
Okay. Just want to witness it for a second.
I'd like to fly around for a day and take it all in.
Fair.
Yeah.
So we're both doing like the bird's eye view flying around thing, not necessarily
not necessarily engaging. Yeah.
I think we're really bending the rules of this.
Yeah, we really are. Yeah. Like, if you got sent back, yeah, maybe not.
The wedding was the best, thank you. So this is to Dar and Roni, and Dar and Roni are celebrating their anniversary in March, and they've been together for 27 years.
That's amazing.
27
What's the secret?
years.
27 years.
Tell us everything.
Also, I'm sorry that this is so late. That is my fault, guys. I was very, very late on getting these to Dom. So happy belated anniversary.
I see. Well done. But yeah, it's honestly, this whole process has been a learning curve, I would say, wouldn't you, Kat?
Yeah.
Like with the Streamly thing. And
yes.
We've also been just incredibly busy. You were shooting a movie. There was so much going on, and
you were traveling quite a bit, right?
So I wouldn't have been able to get them any sooner anyway.
I'm looking for another. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. Do you have any baby boy name suggestions for a little Erper due in September? Thoughts on the name Milo? Oh, congrats, guys. That's amazing.
That's so cool. And Milo's a really beautiful name. I love the name Milo.
It's a beautiful name. I love the name Milo. I think it's beautiful. And I like that it's unique. But no, that's the tricky thing with choosing a name, is you want it to be unique, but you also don't want people to be like, how do you spell that? Or what? How do you pronounce that? So it's tricky. It's tricky naming a human. It's a lot of pressure.
Dar and Roni, congratulations for your wedding. It's coming your way. Your anniversary, sorry. Here's to the next 27 years.
Next 27 years. Beautiful.
Becky and Katie and Becky. There you go, lovers. That's for you.
How are you doing over there, Dom? How's the pile? Is it?
It's still there, Kat. Not gonna lie.
Still there. Okay.
Yep.
See, I'll keep going with these questions, and you can get through a few.
What's the best thing to do? I don't want to interject whilst you're answering questions for folks. So should I just put it up so people can see it?
Yeah, put
and
it
then just
up, or like save a few aside, and then I'll stop, and then you can go. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, this is cool. If you had an opportunity to teach a crash course, what would it be about? That's a great question. You gotta think. Crash course. Would it be? Oh gosh, what skills do I have to offer that people might like to know about? Gosh, what am I good at?
You're good at loads of things, Kat.
No, that's very kind, but not really.
That's not true.
I'm a good dabbler, but I don't know if I'm like insanely proficient at anything.
I feel like you're insanely proficient at a lot of things.
What would be a good class? Maybe like, I'm actually not great at this, and I probably make a lot of mistakes, but I'd really like to lead some sort of like activity more than a class, like a thrifting activity. Like we would go thrifting, and then we'd bring all our treasures back to a place, and we would restore them. We'd varnish them and polish.
I would take that class.
Wouldn't that be fun? What a fun activity.
I actually had a dream that I did that. That was actually something I did in my dream. And we all went out. We were all like, we think we were at a convention that we like ended up going thrifting, and then everyone came back and we did a workshop actually at a convention. So that's super weird.
Oh my God, that's really weird. It must come into being then.
I'm down.
That's just like one of my favorite things to do. So it would be very fun to share it with people. Do you know, Dom, that I almost did a food tour during, let me put these questions away so I can see you. Almost did a food tour during ACON last summer.
A food tour during ACON. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I was trying to do, because they had asked, do you want to do any sort of workshop? Like, you know how people do, Emma does a writing workshop, and people do like a meditation or an improv, or I was like, what can I do? I can eat. So, and I just really, I really enjoy food tours. This is one of my favorite things to do. So I had this whole route planned. I had all the restaurants I wanted to bring people to.
Wow.
It was all, and I had contacted a bunch of restaurants, and I had it, but unfortunately, it was like an insurance thing. I couldn't take people off site.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, too bad,
That's a shame.
That would have been
That would have been cool.
I would have loved that, because it was all like places too that were my personal favorite spots, or places I had really cool memories about, or just whatever. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. That would be fun. Let's see. Let's find another good question here. Oh, Dom's doing that. Let's go to the bottom. What would be your top 3 things on your bucket list? Ooh, that's a great question. Followed up by, another great question. Okay. Top 3 things on your bucket list. Well, there's I have top 3 travel destinations. One is I'd love to go to Japan, Tokyo, but then surrounding areas. My second place I'd like to go, I'd really like to do an ayahuasca retreat. Really would like to do, or something like that, more of a spiritual retreat. And the third thing I'd like to do is, one day I would really like to have some sort of hobby farm situation where I have little chickens and maybe a goat. I would really, that's a bucket list thing for me, and just live sort of on a farm for a little bit. Those would be my 3.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Just side note, I've got a marmot that is living, one of, is it a groundhog that does all of the bit underneath?
Yes.
The groundhog thing.
Yeah.
that like is living right next to my house, and literally like comes out and is like has a nap whilst I'm like doing my work outside on the balcony. That's so cute. And then like waddles down and like jumps into the little, and my mum is like, you need to remove that mammoth. You need to take it and like take it as far as you can.
He's causing your basement leak. He's digging down.
Definitely, let's not blame the mammoth.
No. I think
but,
yeah. Gopher. I think gopher. Gopher is a. I don't know the animal you're saying. What are you saying? Marmot?
I'm pretty sure it's called marmot in French.
Okay.
But they are incredibly cute, and I don't want them to go anywhere. I want them to live on the land and welcome them in. But apparently, it's not good to have like all the underground, like underneath
Tunnels
and
and stuff. Oh, what are you gonna do?
I don't know, Kat. Haven't got that far yet.
Just let him live like one season, and if you see him again next year,
I know, right?
but then he's gonna have his little Mahmoud family, and then you're really in trouble. Yeah.
Okay, so this is to Logan. What am I doing here? There we go.
Apparently, somebody says you can't actually remove them in Quebec.
Oh, fantastic!
There you go. You tell your mom that.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Let them do their thing.
Yeah, that's like my bats. I have a colony of bats living in my roof.
Do you? Fascinating.
Oh, dude. Sometimes, every once in a while, they get into the house. I've never been so terrified of anything in my life. It's the combo of like, I think bats are great. We really need them. They eat bugs. They keep like everything in check. They're really important. I just don't want them living in my house. That's all.
That's fair.
You know?
I've had a mouse problem, and I'm like, I'm not really down for it. No. I'm like, you're cute and everything, but just not like living here.
No.
Yeah.
So now I've got we had this guy come. It's like a humane bat removal. So they stick this door. They find where the bats are getting in, and they stick a door that they can get out, but they can't come back in. So they have to find somewhere else to live. Yeah, but it's like really expensive. And I'm just like, that's not where I want to spend that kind of money. And I just feel like I've been just dumping resources into this house to the point where I'm like, this isn't fun anymore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm like, I feel like I fixed everything, and then it was all supposed to be good, and just
and it's just ongoing. It's never ending.
No.
It's just constant. Yeah.
It's just constant. And I'm like, I'd like to spend money on something I can actually see. It's not like pipes or wiring or leaky basements or bats in my flippin' attic or you know, I just, I'm staying right now. I have a lovely townhome here that they've rented. It's like the nicest place I've ever stayed while working. And Ray and I were like, wow, this is so nice. It's so modern. And it was like windy as shit one day, and you could hear the wind whistling outside, but you couldn't feel it. If you were in our house, you would have felt it.
Oh, yeah.
And both of us were like, huh. This modern thing, it's kind of nice.
There's some benefits, yeah.
Right?
That's like when we were in Calgary. Do you remember like the first 2 years? I just wanted like the oldest places.
Yes, I do remember.
And I was just like, put me into like,
you know, each other.
Huh?
You and Mel, you had those apartments. The doors were across the hall. I remember that.
Best thing ever. And I was like, just try and find me. I know everybody usually goes for the modern things. I want the old houses.
Yeah.
And then in season 4, I was like, I really want to be in Inglewood to be close to the music scene.
Yeah.
And the only thing available in Inglewood was like a brand new flat, like apartment, right? That had, you remember that one, do you?
Oh, yeah. I was like, I don't remember. I remember your house, your haunted house. Remember your haunted...
In Calgary? Oh my God. Yes. That was fucking freaky. That was a freaky one.
Freaky house. Yeah. And that's when you were getting back into your guitar.
Huh?
So when you were getting back into your guitar.
Yeah.
And then your Inglewood apartment was really nice.
but it was very new. And I said to myself, I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna like not. I actually like surprisingly secretly enjoyed it because I was like, everything works really well.
I know.
It's the same temperature all the time, you know, like, yeah. So I feel you. I see the benefits too of the thing. And this house, like when it's windy, you feel like the house is gonna fly away,
over.
you know?
Yeah. But your
like,
house isn't that old, is it?
No, but 1970s, and they didn't build great houses in 1970.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like it's like a chalet, you know what I mean? They built it for 3 seasons back then. They didn't build it for 4 seasons.
Oh, I see. So your house was really built as like a getaway, like almost like a cottage kind of thing.
Yeah, it's technically not something where most people would come here for 3 seasons, I think. But
do you have like a wood fire?
Yeah, I have 2 wood fires, 2 wood fires, 3 wood fires, 2 wood fires. One of them is like technically you're not supposed to use it, but yeah, there's a chimney that goes like in the basement and also in the they go up.
That's lovely. That sounds really nice. But you have to go and get your own firewood on your property. Is that sort of
it's like a firewood mafia around here that take your money and don't give you wood. It's yeah, this whole thing, like I was waiting for wood for probably, I don't know, like I trust everyone, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll transfer you money, you know.
Yeah.
And they took the money and they didn't bring the wood, and then I found out that like that's something that happens a lot around here, and there's like whole networks of people that like take the money and don't bring like firewood. Yeah.
Oh no.
So anyway.
So you just got to get out there with a chainsaw and do you have any like fallen trees on your property that you
Interestingly enough, so that's the thing. But did you have an ice storm in Toronto recently? We had an ice storm.
I heard about that.
Quebec,
like the power was out. So my brother-in-law had they were out for like a week. They're in Hudson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like really intense, and it was like you literally like I've never seen anything like it. It was like literally ice coming from the sky, and like all of the trees were just like having so much trouble to stay upright. One of the trees fell down right next to my house. These massive trees fell down.
Jeez.
But luckily it didn't hit the house. That would have been very dramatic. But I was like, okay, well here we go. Now we can use that for firewood. But it turns out that you're not really supposed to burn cedar.
Oh, because it's smoke too much?
Because of I think there's like a residue that like sometimes it can like cause fire. It's not like safe or something.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but okay, I'm going to do I'm getting out of order because I can't complete them until I'm done. So, Paul Zaruni, and
here we go.
We have, where's Tracy? Here we go. All right, Tracy, here you go, my dear. We have, here we go. Tastes like marshmallows. Oh my God. Which was from the scene, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Completed. Then we have Jen and Lisa. Keep living your best way hot wives' lives. That's for you, my dear.
That's season 2, that photo. I think so.
Yeah, my mum saw it the other day and was like, you look like a baby.
I know.
I was like, yeah,
we
were. We were young. Logan. I'm getting a bit lost with the whole putting things to the side. Apologies for that. Okay, I'm going to see where that one is. Oh yeah, here we go. Logan, there you go, my dear. That one's for you. And then we have Joe. Wait, no. Yes, Joe, that one's for you, my dear. Where you go, I go. And I just put I go, which I didn't say, but okay, so then we have this one is for Sarah. There you go, my dear, and congratulations. Yeah, best of luck in your journey, Sarah. Mathilde, for you. Then we have Tori. This one is for you, my dear. Complete. And then we have Megan. One's coming your way, my dear. Okay. And then now on to Laura. Okay. You can continue, my love.
Okay. So I've got some questions here. Ah, shoot. Some people, oh no. Kat, are you already done with yours? So the ones Dom is signing, guys, I've already signed and I sent them to Dom. So Dom's just completing the other half. So yes, if you're seeing yours come up, I've already signed it. Dom's signing now, and then we'll send them to Streamly and they'll send them to you. For those of you wondering what the heck is going on, a very fair question. We did a collaboration with a company called Streamly, and they facilitate the signing of autographs sort of in these virtual lives where we'll sign the autograph, but you guys can see us sign it. So this is what we're doing now. I don't know if we'll do another thing with Streamly. We haven't decided. We're gonna probably like get this sent in. Maybe we just wait to make sure people got them, and then we'll reassess and see if it's something we want to continue doing or how we feel about it. So we don't know yet. And then I missed a lot. What are you signing, Dom? Okay, so I hope that answered your question. So we are signing autographs through a collab we did with a company called Streamly. This is a lovely question, and I love it so much. Favorite summertime memory from when you were little? The best.
That's a good one. Just really quickly, this one's really fun. I just want to think. So this, you know, this picture.
Yeah.
This is from the alternate universe, and and Laura has made me write. This side-eye is for people who don't think Nicole looks the best in season 2 uniform. And then Kat says, seriously, have they seen me in it? You did look good, Kat. You did look good.
I did look good. That was a good uniform. The hair was questionable. That's how you know it was getting towards the end of the season.
Because it was
the
so
more
bright.
Fluorescent the hair and more Kool-Aid colored. Because I just had this, like Jody, who's our amazing hair artist, would send me home with this bottle of like, I don't even know what it was, like a red shampoo. And I would just load it in, and then I would sit for like half an hour and let it just, I definitely wasn't using it properly. And then it would look like I had murdered someone in my shower trying to get it all out. All right. We're on top buttons. You know, Dom, we're doing gosh, I hope this means I can still come to your concert. In Manchester, we're doing I know because I heard that you were doing your concert, and I am doing a costumed photo op.
No.
Yeah.
So
I'm wearing my uniform, and they've rented a cop car. It's going to be so much fun.
That is so fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be really, really fun. And I think Mel's doing it too. I think she's got the jacket coming. I think Charlotte's doing it. For those of us that don't do concerts, that's what we're doing.
That is so cool. And I kind of wish that I was doing that too. I did not know that
maybe
was
you
an
can
option.
do it too. I'm sure you could if you wanted to.
I mean, sign me up. I don't know what I would wear. I guess I would probably have maybe, votes of what you would want Waverley to wear if we were to do a costumed photo op.
Oh my gosh. Okay. As you sign, I'm going to read some of these out.
Okay.
These are going to be good. Okay, I'll put in my vote first. Let's see while people get theirs up there. So the question from Dom is, if you were to do a photo shoot with Dom as Waverley, what Waverley costume would you most want to bring back? Ooh, Dark Angel Waverley. Good one. Dark Angel shorty shirt, the wings. Oh, it's a good 50-50 right now. Waverley's fur coat.
The white one?
Oh, yeah. That was a great coat. Shorty's crop top. Yeah. Shorty's or the wedding dress or Dark Angel. Ooh,
the wedding dress would be cute.
We're getting a lot of different shorties. Shorties maybe. Cheerleader waves.
Oh, cheerleader, of course. That would be.
Come on. Therapers shouting. Dark Waverly. Shorties, Dark Waverly. I don't know. I think it's quite a toss up between dark. Literally seeing Shorties, Dark Waverly, Shorties, Dark Waverly. Cheerleading. The outfit she wore when Nicole was in the hospital. Oh, that was like that leopard print situation.
With the mesh top, I think.
Yeah, that was a very sexy outfit.
Oh, cheers.
I really liked your look in season. I remember because they started changing you to make you like a little more grown up, a little more saucy.
Also influenced by Googly.
By Google. Yeah, that's right. Because that was where
Googly was risque.
Yeah.
They were like, who is this little, like, you know, good girl?
Yeah.
I want her to have a little bit more.
What's your preference? People are asking, what is your preference?
I think, well, my mind instantly went to the shorties outfit because I just feel like if you would be in the crop outfit, if Mel was in the jacket, it would be like
classic,
kind of appropriate. But then at the same time, it's like Waverly went on such a journey from that point, so it would be a very like young Waverly vibe, whereas it would be cool. But I think it would maybe. I don't think it would feel right to go to necessary. Dark Waverly was cool, but I don't know. There's something that's like it was such a small piece of the overall journey that I would want something that like summed it up more.
Yeah. But what would that be?
Probably
Shorties is at the beginning, Dark Waverly's at the end.
Yeah, I mean the cheerleading outfit it's very it's Waverly iconic, isn't it?
It is.
I guess it's like
it is 100% a Waverly iconic look.
But probably the shorties shirt, I would imagine. Think maybe. Okay, hi Dom and Kat, could you favorite way up quite surprised to hold?
All right, you sound a few more. Let me dig into some.
We're getting closer. Yes, not really. That's
good. Here we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna scroll and stop. Would either of you want another pet? Dom, do you have any pets?
No, but I've been dreaming about a dog.
About a what?
About a dog.
Oh, yay! That's exciting.
It's so exciting. And I found a tennis ball on the land yesterday and was like, literally threw it and then imagined a dog running after it. So it's coming in. It's coming into focus. Yeah.
That's exciting. Is it gonna you're actively gonna pursue it, do you think?
I think so. I just need to wait until all of my travel is over this year. So I'm going to England, and obviously we're going to England, and then I'm going to Vancouver, and then I'm coming back, and then I think I have one other trip planned at some point. I need to look at my calendar, but basically there's like a certain amount of trips that need to happen before like actually being grounded to be able to set up that like day in day out relationship.
Yeah, that's a big life change for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you name the dog, Dom? Everyone's asking. I should. You answer this, and then I'll answer some questions.
Okay. So a friend of mine had a dream that I had a dog, and that it was a beautiful black little like scruffy looking thing, and their name was Journey. Ooh. Which I think is really cool. I'm like, okay, Journey, like I feel like somehow that's like kind of right. Like
it's kind of like amazing for you. Yes.
So that's been floating around in
Journey. Oh, what a great name. I love that.
Right? Isn't it so good?
Yeah, it's so good.
So good. Okay, so this is Linda. I am kind of complete this one now. Coming your way. It was some of our favorite quotes. Kat put the quote from the vows, and I added "Love might be the only thing that is real," which I just think is such a an important Waverly perspective, and just like a great quote in general. Then we have Desiree. This is coming to you, my love. Then we have Kathy. Also added some of our favorite lines for you, Kathy. And then we have Janet, who we've added a little something there. Okay, Continue, my dear. Sorry.
All right. And would I get another pet? I don't think so right now. I thought about getting another dog, and but I actually don't think Bernie would like it very much. I think he very much likes being the only dog. And we're home with him. Like, he loves other dogs, but as he's gotten older, I think he just really likes to be, he doesn't, I think he likes the attention of being the only dog. Let's put it that way. He's a bit of a picky boy. And I think he would feel a little too cast aside if we had another dog. But maybe, I don't know, maybe not. I go back and forth on it. We don't have a very big backyard. I mean, Dom, you've seen our backyard. It's so small. And I just feel like 2 dogs and a toddler is sort of a lot.
Yeah, my goodness. So your hands are full always. I guess it would be different if Bern was a dog that likes being around other dogs, because then it's almost like they can go and play and be off and doing their thing. And sometimes it's actually better for animals to have different animals around, so you don't have to give them.
He does like other dogs. He really does, but he does also get quite jealous and protective. So I'm not sure if he would like it or if he would. I really am on the fence about it. I just wish we had. That's my one thing. I wish we had a bigger yard. Our yard is so small. It's the one thing about my place. But God bless. And we have this lovely man who walks Bernie a few times a week for us. And Bernie is so neurotic, and it's taken me so long to find somebody who can handle Bernie, especially this time of year when it's raining, because he's so scared of thunder that he just like completely shuts down. So anytime he hears a sound that is remotely reminiscent of thunder, poor Josh, God bless him, carries Bernie on his walks. This is Bernie.
Like
Bernie's
when the thunder is happening, or you just need
no. When Bernie hears a noise that on a perfectly sunny day he thinks is thunder, it's like I've tried playing thunder. I have tried walking him with like copious amount of steak. I have tried everything, and I don't know how to undo the phobia. But God bless Josh. Thank God for him, because Bernie. Yeah. So all I'm saying is like Bernie's not like the lowest maintenance dog. Let's put it that way. And I think that adding another into the mix
would overcomplicate things.
Would maybe overcomplicate things a little bit.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find some more questions there.
Okay, and whilst you're finding questions, we have Jen here. This is for you, Jen. Thank you so much. Favorite lines from the show? It's hard to say what your favorite line from the show is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just depends on the moment, how you're feeling, of some of your favorites. This is for Karen. Karen from Melbourne, Australia. So this is going quite the distance to get to you, Karen. Hope it arrives relatively soon. And then we have Michelle, who is #1 fan, Ephrael, right here. Thank you, Michelle. And then we have Stacy. Stacy, thank you for your support. There we go. And then we have, oh no, okay, cool. All right, it's going down, Kat. It's I'm on the way.
Good on you. Good job.
Okay. It's like such an exercise for me to like multitask and do a thing and being like keeping everything.
Yeah. No, you keep on doing that. I will keep regarding the movie, what about doing a comedy together? Sounds awesome.
Be so up for that. In fact, that's exactly what I would want to do with you. Would be like a light-hearted comedy where we can just piss around and have fun.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. A comedy, let it be a comedy for sure. And then this person also says, I'm still bitter that Nicole went to work after Waverly gave her a cheerleading private show. It's true.
Yeah. Priorities.
Oh, are either of you planning to grow a garden this year? Okay, let's get into it.
Yes,
Yeah.
gardens. Yeah, my
So
mum's
here, you
teaching me
keep
a whole
signing.
bunch.
I'll take. Do you want to talk about your garden? Take a
No,
little
no,
break.
because I need to sign.
Okay. I'll talk about mine and then we can hear about your plans. My plans, my mom, I was just talking to my mom this morning. God bless her. She's been at my house laying down some of the garden because I'm sort of missing the planting now. Usually it's Me Too for weekends. This weekend is the planting weekend in Ontario.
Really?
So I have a 1 foot by 16 foot strip, which is not very big, of elevated garden bed that I want to make into a vegetable garden. I think there's enough room to do something in there. And my grandmother, who is 95 years old, did come to my house, and she said I had a good opportunity to trellis some beans up the fence.
Cool.
I'm gonna try that, and I really want to grow lots of lettuce because we eat so much salads in the summer, and lettuce is like super easy to grow, way better to eat organic, fresh, tastes completely different. And lettuce is unbelievably expensive to buy, and it comes in those like horrible plastic
rubbish.
all of it's awful. So lettuce and kale are the main crops that are going to be grown at my house this summer. And then I'd like to try like a couple tomato plants, some beans, and I'd like to also, somebody was telling me the other day about doing, there's an interesting way, I have to look into it more, of doing potatoes in a bag, and then you put another bag over top of them, and then when they get to a certain stage of maturity, you kind of like slice the bag and you start harvesting them from below.
Cool.
I'd definitely like to try that. So I think I'm just gonna, even though I have quite a small garden, I think I'm gonna go all out with the, and my mom called it something. She said it was like, Dom, you might know the French word for a kitchen garden. She called it something. And she was like, Catherine, it's a kitchen garden. I'm like, okay.
Okay, no. Afraid I can't help you there, friend.
Yeah. Will you grow peony? Peonies are my favorite flowers. I'd like to try to grow. They do take up quite a bit of space and I don't quite have it. But maybe I could do one in a big planter. I think I'm just going to go on Facebook Marketplace and try to buy. Oh, this is something else I've gotten into recently. I've been doing estate sales where you go and so it's like either if someone has passed away or they're downsizing, and you can go online and they're auctioning off like I mean, it's a little sad sometimes because you think, oh my God, this is this person's whole life and all of their possessions. But then it's sort of beautiful because you're taking this and you're repurposing it and you're giving it another life. But often I got a beautiful rug, this beautiful antique like silk, huge. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and there was somebody bidding against me, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get it. But they have a lot of planters, so I'd like to get some really and just do like a garden full of different planters. So that's my plan. And I've also been looking into doing a drip irrigation system because where my garden is, it's quite hard to get the hose back there, and I know me, and I know I'm going to forget, and I'm not going to want to lug the hose and like loop it over the fence and the whole thing.
Right.
So I've looked into just installing a very simple drip irrigation that I can just turn on and off, and then it will be more efficient and easier. That's my garden story. What do you got planned, Dom?
I'm not in the planning stages yet. I just know that I want to do a garden. I want to make a garden happen at some point, but I've got to sort out the basement first. That's right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That has to be my priority.
Yeah.
But I do want to, I'm feeling incredibly lucky because, as I was saying, some of the things that have been giving me hope is witnessing the land come to life. And one of the workers, one of the builders, came to me and was like, he's really passionate about like indigenous plants and like medicinal plants and just like all of the plants. He just knows like so much about the plants of the area. And he was like, he came and he was like, do you realize that you have wild garlic? Do you realize that you have this, and just like a tea that's like used for lucid dreaming, and like a tea that's like it's just like so much cool stuff that I'm like, wait, this is already growing here. I can't believe it. So we went round and he was giving me all of the names and everything, and he was like, you want to do this and this, if you transfer the seeds over at this time of year, like there's this whole big like wealth of knowledge that he's given me, and I'm very excited because there's like some beautiful flowers apparently that are gonna emerge soon, and I might take like maybe bring a few over. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of like see what we have, see what's here. And then also, yeah, absolutely, like the food garden is 100% a plan, but it's right now it's just one thing at a time. It's like when you first get a house, you've got like 1,000 other things first,
7 million things to do, and you have to learn the space. Like you have to learn the seasons too.
Live it too, right?
You gotta live in it. Yeah, 100%. I think I have this friend. Oh my gosh, she lives the most magical life. Her and her husband and her daughter live on a remote island off of in BC, Vancouver. And they moved there. They lived in downtown Toronto for years. And they moved there, and she posts these amazing stories of her garden. She's like, they're just such artists. Like she makes music and she paints, and she just has the most magical life. And they have this property, and she's spread all these wildflower seeds all over the property. And she's been documenting the blooming and the stages and all the different. And she's so good at, like, she collects all the flowers, and then she makes these gorgeous arrangements out of them, and then she paints them, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Sounds
so
like
beautiful.
a movie.
The dream. And I would like to do in the front of my house, I would like to do some like wildflowers, and I don't know, something. I have so little space, but some pollinator, something maybe, because I've just been so inspired by watching her with all her different flowers, and she's like collecting the seeds and saving them. And I just think there's so much to that, life of getting to know the land, getting to know the cycles. And then
absolutely,
yeah,
but you have to listen, right? You have to listen to what, rather than just go barging in as humans do and are like, I want this and this and this. It's more like, okay, what are the natural cycles, and how do you kind of work with those natural cycles so that everything is in harmony and everything coexists in a healthy way? That's kind of why I'm like, I'm not really sure what this year will look like. And if it has to come next year, that's okay too.
Yeah, you just kind of need a summer there to get to know what's possible.
Boy, man, yep, I've been there. That's the worst.
I've been there. All right, let's see. Let me do a couple more questions while you catch up.
When I think about what
stuff we haven't seen,
about what I want to do most in this world, it's you. All right, Dylan. Okay, whilst you're having a little look at that, we have Dylan. This is for you. Thank you for reminding me of the line, a boy man. Yep, I've been there. That's the worst. So good.
Okay, 2 questions. One quick one. Dom, can we purchase CDs of your music anywhere?
No. But my hope is that you will be able to purchase a CD once I put all of the music into a film, and then there'll be the soundtrack of the movie.
To it. Nice.
So it might take a moment to get there, but I think that's probably the most realistic way that all of my music will be on one CD.
Amazing. Here, I'll take one here. Kat, did you do something that you really enjoyed during your push week? Oh, okay. I can talk about this. What did I do?
Oh,
my push
yes,
week, I believe they mean like the week that I was just sort of here in Newfoundland. Oh, yeah. Well, Ronan is now so big and so active and talking, and we can't just stay home. We got to do things. So what did we do? Oh, we did so many things. We went we went to this really cool science center called the Geo Center, and it's got like space stuff and these statues of dinosaurs and a big bin of these, like, he's really into like the big Legos right now and putting things together and taking them apart and putting them together and taking them apart. And he really enjoys. We play this little game where he got like a little puffin. They gave a little they had puffin waiting for, because a puffin is like the bird of Newfoundland, so they gave him a little stuffed puffin that was waiting here when we got here, which was so sweet. And so I made a voice for the puffin, and Ronan like really loves the voices. So we have all these voices for all his stuffies. And he's
so
really
cute.
into making little houses for the puffin. And he's really into playing kitchen. So we brought along some of his pretend foods, and he's getting really into pretend right now. So we did that, and he was really into Lego. And then we did, they have this amazing community pool here with like, it's just like a rec center. We went a whole bunch of times. They had a little splash pad and a lazy river and this little boat thing that he could sit in. He loved that. And then Ray took him to the trampoline park, the indoor trampoline park. We had to do a lot of indoor things because the weather was a bit chilly. But then we went to the pond. We fed the ducks. That was a big hit. And then we would go, when all else fails, we would take him to the mall, and he would just, because he's so social, we call him the mayor. Because I'm not even kidding. He's so social. And like the days where I would go in and do like a read through or fitting or whatever, Ray would take him and be like, took the mayor to the mall this afternoon.
That's so good.
And he would just walk around, so much so we went to the mall so often, just because it's like he can run and it's inside and it's warm, and all he wants to do is say hello to everybody. So much so that the lady at Starbucks cried when she found out that we were leaving, and she wouldn't get to see him again.
No way. Oh my
Like
God.
He had made such fans at Starbucks. And every time he would go, they would like hand him a cake pop, of course.
That's adorable.
He made such fans at Starbucks that I might bring him to Manchester, actually, to the Manchester convention.
Oh,
yeah,
please do.
we
So
may make
awesome.
a little bit like a little trip out of it, because one of my best friends, Karis, who you met at my wedding.
Yeah.
Do you remember Karis?
Yeah.
Karis lives in Wales, and we may make an extra trip and go see Karis for a little bit after. So if you do it, I might just bring him and like just unleash him at the con and just let him run around and make friends with everybody. He would love it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so that would be quite fun. But yeah, so good, so such good memories. But it was really nice because it was an impromptu vacation, like not vacation, but like time that, yes, we could have been home doing pretty much the same things, because he's too young to like really do any touristy stuff.
Right.
But it was nice because all we had to do was spend time together,
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a nice family time. We just got to be together, and like we were going to the mall, we were going to the library, but we were doing things we would have done at home, but there was nothing else to do. There was no like 75 house projects that we have to get done, and like we got to go here and this appointment, and now I'll gotta get the thing. Like it was sort of this impromptu slowdown, which
you wouldn't have necessarily carved out that time.
Totally.
But then that's so awesome. And also in a new place where you're like discovering. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, love. Let's do a little pause-a-rooney. I'm gonna go back now. So this is for Heidi. That's coming your way, Heidi. Yes. It's just reminded me. I think somebody out there has a quote that doesn't exist. But I thought that
Waverly right.
Okay, so I feel like Waverly says, "I really, really love you," right? At some point, I feel like there's a
that's definitely there is.
Confirm, folks, if anybody. I'm pretty sure, but I think that I wrote, "I love you so, so much," or something like that was not at all. It was like I thought that the intention was there, but I misquoted it. So listen, I just thought it's going to be a unique print that this person's going to have.
Totally.
They're going to be like, it's classic Dom, writing the wrong quote. So anyway, this one's to Chris. So 20 years in the Navy, Chris. That's a long time, and thank you for your support me just make sure I'm clicking these off. So that one's done. Heidi is done. Ashley Prince. There you go. We love you too, Ashley. Ashley.
On the porch, Dom, people are confirming I do really, really love you.
Yeah.
It's the first proposal attempt. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Does not say
yeah.
I love you so, so much. But somebody has I love you so, so much instead. Tiffany, thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome to the family. New Earpers. Tiffany. It's really cool when you like hear that people have just found the show now after all of the whole journey. You're like, oh, yeah. It must be so overwhelming for like a fan that has like never doesn't know anything, and then suddenly like discovers this whole world that has been created around it. That's so much more than just the show.
Yeah.
This is season. I wonder if it's season that I remember. I hope you're doing well if it is. Either way, hello season. There we go. We're getting real close, love.
Good on you.
This is for
someone was saying, oh, sorry, John.
Sorry, love. So we've got Jules here. Then we've got Haley and Hannah Coots. This is for you, Haley and Hannah Coots. No way. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I'm seeing that there's a Brianna Brennan here. Did I accidentally put it in the done list? There's a couple of people that we have. Let me see. No. Okay, so Brianna Brennan. Okay, I have 3 here. I'm just going to search the number and make sure that these are done. Sorry, love. Go for it.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm just, someone was asking, saying they didn't get their photo. I don't think they've been sent out yet, guys. So I know it's been like a horribly long time. We're very sorry for the delay. That is totally on me. I got the photos and then I was doing that directing job and I just was like, so overwhelmed with like just a lot of work, and I didn't get them out to Dom until like a few weeks ago, so that's why this is happening so late. However, there are some that Dom and I have both already signed, so there was like a lot of like, I'll take this chunk, you take that chunk, then we'll mail it here. There's been like these photos have been traveling all over
and like organizing and then not having enough prints. So which are the outstanding ones and which ones do we need to? This one's for Jessica. Jessica, this is coming your way.
Yeah.
Completed.
So if you have not received your photo, don't panic. I think once we're in touch with Streamly, so Streamly's gotten most of the photos except for the ones that Dom is signing right now, and then Dom's going to send to Streamly. And then I think once they have everything, they're going to send everything out. So we will let you guys know once your photos are in the mail, so you know to be looking out for them. Because this has been a bit of an epic saga, trying to just pass them around and get the timing right for when we're home and able to do it and all that stuff. So don't worry, they are coming. I promise.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
And Kat, there are still a couple of missing prints from my side that you wrote in that you didn't have, right? And I'm hoping that they've already been done, but from my calculations and going through all of them, there are still a couple of
missing
potential outstanding ones, but we're really trying to troubleshoot. Streaming shipped a couple of my solos yesterday. I'm just seeing in the chat.
Okay. So are you guys getting like some sort of tracking number? Is that what's happening? We've never worked with Streamly before, so we're sort of trying to figure out how it works. But if you did, let us know, because this one person, KDAWG ERP, if you did get it, let us know how that worked so we can pass it on to other people.
Christina, this is coming to you. Way Hot can lift your spirit up. Way Hot forever.
Yay. Yes, you do. Okay, yeah, they send tracking. Okay, guys, so it sounds like they send an email notification when the photo is sent out. So if you haven't received that, that means your photo is still in transit. That's great. They've been sending updates. Oh, that's so good to know. Okay,
That's
great.
great. So yeah, okay, because we were a bit
Okay.
concerned that everyone was sort of unaware of what was going on as well.
Okay.
This is, I want to give it to, oh, I'm going to keep that one a secret, but
Okay.
this is, yeah, this one doesn't need to be said out loud.
Doesn't need to be shared.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a tracking number. Okay, so you get a notification when we sign it, and then you get a tracking number when they mail it. Okay, great. So so guys, it sounds like they will absolutely be giving you guys updates.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that, okay, so what is this? So that's completed, complete. Are there any
Oh, guys, yes, I'm coming. I am coming to Columbus in December. Somebody's asking if that's still happening. Yes, I am still coming to Columbus for GalaxyCon, December 2023. I believe it's the first weekend, like the 3rd or 4th, one of those dates. A couple people I saw in here were asking about that. So yes. And Dom and I are both coming to Buffalo for Herb Division Expo and Manchester for
Fusion.
Herb Fusion.
Where I will be doing a gig, not at EDA, but at Fusion.
Yes, and Dom's going to be sharing music at Herb Fusion.
There we go. See, we got all the information out eventually.
We did. Yeah. It only took a couple hours, but here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I think we are done.
What?
I know. The only thing is that there's a few of the Waverly and Nicole action prints. So if you that I don't have, and that I think from your note,
yeah,
were the ones that were potentially missing. So we may have to revisit that. But I think that other than that, I am going to sign this last picture.
That's such a beautiful photo. I love that photo so much.
Oh, thanks.
Beautiful.
To Charissa, and oh, it looks like this has been like bought from somebody else. I come as I am. That's so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to sign this, love. If you want to sort of wrap us up or say any last thoughts, I'm just going to sign this one and then I'm done.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. This has been quite a great time, and I will repost this video, and I think Dom's going to repost this video too, so you guys can watch it later. I know it was like very last minute that we told you guys about this, so I'm glad that we could do it. And yeah, this has been really fun.
Yeah.
This is I always much prefer the lives to posting photos. I never freaking know what to post on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I should post something, I should put something up, but I just so much prefer doing these.
100%. And when I was just like, oh, I get to also like have a moment with Kat.
Yeah,
this is so nice.
It's so nice. It's so nice to catch up with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, keep. Oh, I've definitely done a little something here. Hang on a second. Your highest self. Love. Da, 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 da. Okay, this is for you, Charissa. Thank you so much. This is coming your way. Sending you so much love, and I think da, 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 suddenly that feels like yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you all for being here, and I know it was quite late notice, so as you said, we will post. We'll post it onto our grid and spread the word to anybody that was part of this list of people that may not have realized that we were jumping on today. And yeah, thank you so much, Kat, for jumping on.
Thank
and it was so
you.
nice to spend some time with you.
It was so nice.
I will be coming to Toronto soon, so I'll let you know.
Just let me know. Yes,
if we can make it work. Do you think you're going to be around?
I will be around as of the 3rd of June.
Okay, amazing.
I'll be back home. Yes.
Okay, so that will help. You'll at least have some time to ground and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'd just love to swing by and say hi and give you a hug and say hi to Ronan.
Please come. We'd love to have you.
Okay,
yeah, cool. Just send me your dates or like what's a possibility for you.
Once I have some more. Okay,
Yeah.
well I'll see you soon then.
Okay,
good luck with the shoot. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye guys.